Hello, everyone. Welcome to the study of highway survey and design. In this lesson, we will learn about comparative selection of route plans. From the freeway network map within the Guangxi region, we can see a road that connects several major cities or counties from north to south or from west to east. Why was the road chosen this way? Why are some parts of the road straight, while others wind around mountains, go through tunnels, or even cross over overpasses? The content we will study next will answer these questions. The main content we will learn includes 1. Drafting of route plans. 2. Main factors influencing the choice of route plans. 3. Methods and steps for finalizing route plans. First, let's look at the first part, drafting of route plans. Route plans are formulated based on the designated general direction and the nature and tasks of the highway, taking into account social factors, economic factors, and complex natural conditions. The purpose is to solve the start and end points and direction of the designed road rationally. The starting point, end point, and intermediate points that a road must pass through typically include important towns or locations. These are usually specified by highway network planning or designated by authorities based on the economic development needs at the national or regional level. These specified points are called bases or control points, such as the various cities, counties, or tourist attractions shown on the map. Connecting these bases into a line constitutes the overall direction or main trajectory of the route. Whether a route plan is reasonable not only directly relates to the highway's own investment and transportation efficiency, but also affects whether the road can play its appropriate role in the highway network. That is, whether it meets national political, economic, and defense requirements and long-term interests, especially for long truck highways. Therefore, the choice of route plans should be approached from a broader perspective. The formulation of a route plan is ultimately determined based on actual local political and economic conditions. Thus, it conforms to the fundamental interests of the people. Now, let's look at a case study. Case study 1 is the trunk highway connecting Dayuan City and Changfeng City, which, according to the highway network planning requirements, is investigated according to the second and third class road standards, with 4 plans: Scheme 1, Scheme 2, Scheme 3, and Scheme 4. Comparative analysis of plans. A comparison of the main indicators of each plan shows Scheme 3 and Scheme 4 deviate too much from the overall direction, being 100 to 150 kilometers longer than Scheme 1 and Scheme 2. Although they connect 2 or 3 more counties or cities, they do not significantly contribute to regional economic development. Moreover, the line shape indicator of Scheme 3 is lower, making future improvements difficult. Scheme 4 also has continuous interference with the existing high-voltage cables, which is difficult to resolve, hence Scheme 3 and Scheme 4 are not suitable. Although Scheme 2 has the shortest route, it interferes more with railways and requires more land. In conclusion, Scheme 1 is recommended as it has a shorter route, higher alignment standards, requires less land, and has a lower overall cost. Next, let's look at the second part. The main factors influencing the choice of route plans include the following 5 aspects. 1. The political, economic, and defense significance of the route, the requirements of national or local construction on the task and nature of the route, and the reflection of important policies such as reform and opening up and comprehensive utilization. 2. The role of the road in the integrated transportation system of railways, highways, waterways, and aviation. Its relationship with the planning of along-the-line industries and mines, towns, and the coordination and land use situation with along-the-line agricultural water conservancy and other constructions. 3. The impact of along-the-line natural conditions. 4. The impact of the main technical standards and construction conditions for highway design. 5. Others, such as the connection with along-the-line tourist attractions, historical relics, scenic spots, etc. Finally, let's look at the third part, the methods and steps for choosing a route plan. Route plans are determined through the comparison and elimination of many schemes. The more complex the natural conditions between the two designated points and the longer the distance, the more potential comparison schemes there are and the more schemes need to be eliminated. Due to the limitations of existing design methods and natural environment, it is not possible to conduct field surveys for every route. So, it is necessary to collect as much existing information as possible for indoor research and screening first. Then carry out investigations or surveys on the best or undistinguishable limited plans. The steps for selecting a route plan specifically include the following 4 steps. 1. Collect data such as past geological surveys, traffic volumes and compositions, geology, hydrology and climate data, planning data, etc. 2. According to the determined general direction and grade of the highway, initially study various possible route directions on small scale, 1 to 5,000 or 1 to 1,000, topographical maps in conjunction with the collected data. 3. All proposed schemes from indoor preliminary studies and new schemes found in field surveys must insist on going, seeing, and investigating, leaving no potential scheme unexplored. 4. Organize and summarize the investigation results by item. Compile a feasibility study report for the project, and provide a basis for the higher-ups to draft or amend the design task. Now, based on the methods and steps we have learned, combined with case analysis. In case study 2, a certain highway has 2 options between Qiangzhai and Andu, the southern route and the northern route. South line scheme, north line scheme. Comparative analysis of plans. A comparison of the main indicators of each plan shows if the route is only to connect Qiangzhai and Andu, the southern route is 23 kilometers shorter, which is obviously much faster. However, according to the highway network planning, considering the need to go to a certain city from Andu, the southern route to the certain city would actually be 11 kilometers longer, far less convenient than the northern route. Both plans have snow accumulation issues, and although the southern route has less snow and is shorter, the terrain is steeper, requiring an extended 6.5 kilometers of road, making snow management difficult. Meanwhile, the eastern side of the southern road's mountain crossing section has low line shape indicators, concentrated engineering challenges, and issues like rock piles, landslides, and Aeolian sand that need to be addressed. The northern route, on the other hand, has flat terrain, no need for line extension, and higher line shape indicators. Another advantage of the northern route is that the entire line has old roads or convenient paths that can be utilized. For instance, the old road from Zuoba County to Jiangzhai County can be upgraded to new road standards with minor improvements, which is more economical and convenient for construction than the southern route. Based on the above analysis, the North Line scheme is recommended. Dear students, The choice of a route plan is an important issue related to national welfare and people's livelihoods. A reasonable route facilitates the lives of local residents and promotes economic development, while an unreasonable route plan fails to fulfill the functions of the highway, leading to wasted resources and efforts. Therefore, I urge everyone to cultivate a sense of concern for national welfare and people's livelihoods, and to embrace the responsibility and mission that our young generation should shoulder. That's the main content of our study today. See you next time.